Well, I think I fixed my streaming problem. Tests while I was at work today. Different settings, etc. Really sorry my stream was late today. A light day turned into a not so light day. So, leaving after 7 o'clock instead of, 5:30 like I wanted to. Just gotta rush home to the family. Plus, it's really, really smoky out here tonight. Smoky and humid, which is weird. You can see some of the orange in the sky. The air is just heavy tonight. I hope somebody joins the stream. Not that anybody will, I just figured. For 7:30 at night, this is a little much. Alright, so this is 520 westbound to 405 southbound. I'll show you all a little secret. Everybody and their brother's trying to get over and do their thing, and it gets crazy. But what you do is you go one exit down. This probably be faster if I got in line, but I figured I'd show you a shortcut. So these other cars are actually moving. Usually during rush hour, that line to my right is not moving at all. So yeah. Just go one exit up and stay in this lane. Get off. Can't take stuff too fast because I got food in the car. And then you get right back on. And then this motorcycle just whips around you like you're not driving. Now you're going 520 eastbound to 405 northbound or southbound, and it's way faster. Sorry about the shaky camera. I think I found a camera mount that's actually going to work, or at least make it better. It ain't perfect, but it'll be something. Out here. It's probably about 76 degrees and like 95% humidity. It is thick. What's also great about doing this is it gets you in an exit only lane, which if the left is pretty backed up, which it's kind of not, I'll show you the shortcut, why not? So if the left is really, really backed up, which it usually is, what you do is you stay in this lane, technically get off the freeway, get in the left lane here, take east. But what's great about this east is it's a straight shot because people are getting on. Bit of a cloverleaf on and off ramp, and then you just go back down under here and you just get right back on the freeway. Normally there's a line here during rush hour and it's metered, but this looks great. Oh, with some stuff in the road, put you just right back on the freeway. But freeway's moving tonight. It's 7:25 Pacific in Seattle on a Friday night. I'm just gonna keep talking to myself. Leave a comment when you're watching the replay of this. What's your commute like? Do you ever find yourself staying later because it's bad traffic? Do you ever try to leave early because it's better traffic? On the right shoulder. You guys can see it. Looks like they pulled over a Challenger. Yeah, even the merge from hell doesn't look too bad. It's literally 2 lanes that have to get over into normal traffic, 2 on-ramp lanes that both become an exit only, that both have to merge, and both lanes had previously been merged by 5 lanes, 3 from eastbound I-90 and 2 from westbound I-90, both going to southbound 405. Everybody merges and interchanges and goes crazy. The car behind me has Z flashers on. Go figure. Man, I wish I could do like a radio or something. I don't want to get nailed with the blocking because of audio copyright. I'll get done with this 405 construction one time. It'll take another year, but it's my weekend. Yeah. I get to go home, relax with the fam. Friday night or Saturday night, tomorrow night, it's supposed to rain. So tomorrow day I get to do the lawn. It's a rental, so no matter how tired I am or how bad the weather is, I gotta stay up on the lawn. It's in the lease. But I can't complain. I've got an actual place to live. So many people don't. Especially in this town. I can't tell you, man, how many times I see campers parked in front of houses. You know there's family members living in them. Camper vans, regular vans, fifth wheels, trailers. Just, living the way they can. Honestly, monetarily, if you've got a okay job and you can't quite afford a place to live, which you'd be surprised how hard it is to afford around here, not having to pay a dime in rent or mortgage, as long as you can live comfortably and effectively, I say do your thing. Unless you want more, then by all means, go for your dreams, man. I remember a news story, I think it was before COVID even, where it was a husband and wife living in a camper van, like a Winnebago or something. And they legit worked at the post office. They had 2 full-time jobs. But apparently they were falling through a crack, not necessarily because they couldn't afford something, but to be able to get an apartment lease, you have to have a permanent address. And when you live in a, quite frankly, a van down by the river, you don't have an address. There are many places that can help with that now, but back then, lane splitter, oh. Only state in the union where lane splitting is legal is California. But it happens up here all the time, and not only does it piss me off as a driver to just, surprise, there goes a motorcycle. It is so dangerous, man. What if somebody's changing lanes and they're not using their signal, which happens a ton out here? It just scares me, man. Somebody watching. That lasts for about half a second. Hopefully my quality's okay. It seems to be holding pretty good. Just had to go into the settings of this application and get it all to work. Set up the streaming settings. It's kind of what I do for work half the time, so you think I, remember to do that before I started my own live stream? What are you gonna do? So you know what? I'm behind the wheel of a 10-year-old car. Thing's still got a CD player, no Bluetooth audio, and a headphone jack on the front of the radio. So, what can you do? Get enough streams, I can get better equipment. Like a decent body mic for like 40, 50 bucks. Ultimate goal, that'd be like get a 360 degree camera and put it on top of the car. Do a 360 YouTube thing where you guys can see the entire drive. Like just over here to my right, it's the Seahawks training center. Like that's where the Seattle Seahawks practice. It's beautiful. Fenced off like crazy, but beautiful. Man, it is getting dark. Hello to my watcher. I've actually got somebody looking. Hopefully the quality's decent. Leave a comment. We'll talk about whatever you want. What's up in the chat? Even tell me to shut up. Ah, quality's good. Alright, I like that. See how long that holds out using mobile data. And the camera really makes it look brighter out here than it actually is. What is my favorite part of this commute every day? That is a good question. It's not the drivers or the traffic. Sometimes it's the isolation, just being able to calm down after a long day at work. But usually, as a guy who lived in Utah for 20 years, and then the plains of Montana before that, it's the green. I remember when my wife and I came to visit here before we even moved. There's so much greenery. You can even see it here. There's so much greenery around the freeway. And where we're from, there's no trees close to the freeway. It's all cordoned off. And what's really cool about Washington, take a look. You guys probably haven't seen more than 1 or 2 billboards. It's against zoning ordinance to put billboards next to the freeway to preserve the beauty of the evergreen state. So, moving here, man, we had no idea. We were in the middle of the city. Like, we were just like, are we close to where we're getting? Are we close to Seattle? What's happening? And then realizing we're in the heart of it. But it looks like we're kind of in the middle of nowhere in Oregon because of all the greenery. So, between that and when the skies are mostly clear, there's some thunderheads out there, the clouds are just big and poofy. I mean, I used to drive for Uber, and I used to joke, my windshield was the best view out of an office you could have. But yeah, I'd have to say it's probably the greenery, which makes the winter. Yeah, you can see just how hazy that hill is up there, and I'm really not that far away. The camera makes it look like I am, but I'm really not. We're going to be up against that thing in just a couple of minutes, but it is smoky out here tonight. I can feel it in my throat. Traffic's really moving tonight. I've been online less than 20 minutes in this stream. 20 minutes and I'm usually not even at the merge from hell. There's something to be said about leaving work after 7 o'clock at night. is, because it's after 7, I technically could be using the carpool lane. The fact that there's nobody in front of this guy, and he's still doing 45, yeah, well. I have no animosity to many of the drivers in this state. I've just been driving for so long, and I did it for a career for so long. I've got more road hours than most people. Well, at least a fair amount of people. Ooh, saw a quality dip. Hopefully everything... Oh, there we go. Now we're back. It's like 2 or 3 places on this commute that I just kind of lose signal for a second. Any other questions, comments, wisecracks, put downs? One of my other favorite parts of the commute is when I take this flyover ramp. This is from 405 south to southbound 167. Gets you, as you can see, way up high. Get you a whole look of the valley. Thanks for the comment. That made me smile. A little bit of a Ghostbusters 2 reference there. You gotta be surprised that I know that. But hey, Peter Venkman. Only more sarcastic character in all of Hollywood that I know of. Hands down, gotta be Deadpool. Beyond that, Bill Murray nailed that part. Just imagine, that could have been, and would have been, John Belushi. Interesting story. Dan Aykroyd was actually sitting at the typewriter, writing Ghostbusters, the script, when he got the call that Belushi had died. And the original part that Rick Moranis played was originally going to go to John Candy. Just, I think it was busy on something else. But yeah. And even Eddie Murphy was considered for the part of Winston Zeddemore. Man, an alternate universe Ghostbusters film would be interesting. Whew, it's getting dark out here. You guys can't tell. Cameras are awesome. It sucks that I'm late, but it's a good thing it's a Friday and my kid can kind of stay up later and I can read to him like I try to do every night. Normally we start reading about 15 minutes ago and he goes to bed about a half hour later. Oh, it's Friday. It's my night for put down. Oh yeah, he's probably still awake. On the weekends I do put downs, give the wife a break. Least I can do. Man, I was up so early this morning. Hopefully you guys can still see me. I didn't even think about that. Okay, let's go like this. Better? Hey, look at that. Now you get to look at this ugly mug. You gotta go through the same stuff my wife has to go through. Ha ha ha! Yeah, we're getting close to the off-ramp. And who knows? I got a vacation coming up at the end of September. While the kids in school, maybe I'll take you guys on a tour of other parts of Western Washington. I don't know, maybe head out to the peninsula, go out to the beach. If anybody's interested, that is. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, blah, blah, blah. But hey, it's how it pays for my ability to do this. So, I don't get views. I can't do this. But hey, if I can't get views, nobody wants me to do this, so whatever. Ooh. About 5 feet in front of that car to the next car. It's dangerous, man. Alright. I'm off the freeway, so I'm off the stream, everybody. Be excellent to each other. And remember, keep both hands on the wheel.